Clubs, nightclubs. Have you ever been to a nightclub at night? Nightclubs are full of chaos and darkness. Men and women are programmed to think it is fun. How? Nightclubs, darkness, men and women are programmed to think it is fun. Now, I'm not saying this like I'm better than anybody else because I have went to nightclubs in the past, but still, what I'm saying is are full of chaos and darkness. Men and women are programmed to think it is fun. How is it fun? How is it fun to be in a building, only one door to get out, where it's pitch black, people's in there drunk, people's in there high, people is in there off Molly, people is in there off lean, people's in there off of cocaine, people's in there off of crack, people is in on many different substances. The music is loud. You can't hear nobody speaking. The music is loud. You can't hear nobody speaking. You gotta be all the way up on someone's ear just to talk. It's packed like sardines in there. You can't get past. It's packed like sardines. Imagine sardines in a can. You can't move. It's shoulder to shoulder, packed in there. You gotta tap people on the shoulder just to get around them. People spilling drinks on your shoes. All kind of things be going on in the nightclub. So many different things be going on in a nightclub. But why is it fun? Why is it programmed for the nightclubs to be fun? It's pitch black. You're in the dark. First of all, hold on. It's called a nightclub. It's a club for night. It's a club for the nighttime. It's a club for darkness. It's a club for chaos. It's at night, 10 to 3 a.m. At night. You're in a building with only one exit and one entry. With one entry and one exit. Men and women packed like sardines. People is sweaty. People is drunk. People is high. People's off Molly. People's in there rolling. People want to ask, do you, you know what I'm saying? People be offering you stuff. People's on the cocaine. People's on the crack. People's on smoking black and mild. Like I said, people's sweaty in there. It's smelling sweaty. The music is blasting loud. You can't hear nothing. People is fighting. You can't get around nobody. You gotta tap people on the shoulder like, excuse me. Packed. Why are men and women programmed to go to the clubs and think it's fun? How is it really fun? How is it fun to be around people you don't know on every different kind of substance? How is that fun? That's a pure recipe for disaster. That is all the ingredients for disaster and destruction and chaos. You got men drunk, you got women drunk, you got men high, women high, men rolling, women rolling, men on Molly, men on ecstasy, women on ecstasy. You got this probably ain't gonna get monetized, but I don't care. You got all this stuff in the nightclub. You got people fighting in the nightclub. It's pitch black. Music is blasting. People is fighting. It's just chaos all around. You got people spilling drinks, spilling beer on your shoes, spilling different spirits and alcohol on you. And this world wants you to think that's fun. I mean, how that's fun? How is that fun? And how is that not a recipe for disaster? It's all the ingredients. When you're baking a cake, when you're making some food, when you're making a full course meal, you got to have many different ingredients. The nightclub, it got all the ingredients for darkness, destruction, and chaos. But this world wants you to think that it's fun to go to the nightclub. Women get in free, men got to pay to get in. You see, the nightclub, they was really thinking outside the box. They like, if we bring a whole bunch of fine women, if we bring a whole bunch of beautiful women, if we bring a bunch of sexy women, if we bring a bunch of wonderful looking women and we let them get in free, then we make the men pay. Then not only are the men going to pay to get into the nightclub because the women is in there and they want to get with the women, but then they're also going to pay it twice to the second power because they're going to be buying these women drinks, trying to smash them. It's just a recipe for disaster. But the creator of the nightclub or the owner of the nightclub know that men have not overcome their lust, so they go to the dust. A man that don't overcome his lust is going to turn to dust. It happens daily. You see it in the news stories. There's men who haven't overcome their lust, and then they turn to dust and disgust. The reason there are men in the news crashing out on their girlfriends or crashing out on their wives is because they haven't overcome their lust, so then they turn to dust. Men are crashing out because they haven't overcome their lust, so they turn to dust and disgust. And they be unaliving their girlfriend and unaliving their wife because they haven't overcome their lust. They never really loved her. They just lusted after her. They never loved their girlfriend. They just lusted after their girlfriend. They never loved their wife. They just lusted after their wife. And now they turn to dust and disgust. The nightclubs. Men spend nonstop at the nightclubs. Why? Because overcome with lust, trying to bust, trying to smash one of the women in the nightclub. How is that fun? How is it fun to be in the darkness and play in the darkness and play in the chaos? Really think about it. How is it fun to be around strangers that are on different substances in a closed knit space like a can of sardines, like a can of tuna? People sweaty, drinks are being spilled, people are being burnt by the ashes of blunts and black and milds and cigarettes. You can't hear anybody speaking. The juvenile, the number one hit club song, which is Juvenile and Lil Wayne and Cash Money, back that thing up. Cash Money taking over from 99 to 2000. The biggest club banger. Anytime that song come on, all the women run to the middle of the dance floor. They start twerking all over the place. Nightclubs are full of chaos and darkness. Men and women have been programmed to think this is fun. Men and women have been programmed to think nightclubs are fun. Nightclubs are low vibrational. Nightclubs' main focus is lust. Nightclub's main focus is lust because lust turn you to dust, and lust is going to lead to more disgust. If you were wise, or if you want to be wise, you would stay away from the nightclub. It literally only leads to chaos and darkness and lust, which will turn you to dust and disgust. Peace and blessings in abundance to everyone who heard this video. At the end of the day, you could do whatever you want to do, but I'm still going to tell you the truth about nightclubs, whether you want to hear it or not. But like I said, peace and blessings in abundance to you. You were born to create. You were born a winner. So go create and keep winning. Also, create a YouTube channel. Today is the day. Create a YouTube channel. What are you doing? YouTube is the second most. This is like a mini commercial. YouTube is the second most viewed app in the whole world, on the whole planet. Create a YouTube channel. Do it today. Start now. You were born to create and you were born a winner. So go create and keep winning.